Over the past 2 years, there's been this crazy shortage of GPUs, a graphics processing unit. This is mainly because COVID, scalpers buying an abundance of GPU stock and using it to mine crypto, which has been super annoying, and people not going to work in factories in China because of just getting COVID and, being sick. I mean, you were paying literally 3 times the price of a graphic card that was basically $600 MSRP. This was all unfortunate because at the same time when this whole thing was happening, and it has been happening for the past 2 years almost, I was building my PC. In a video on building a PC, I was ecstatic. I was really loving the fact that I could immerse myself into the specifications and the mechanisms of PC building and getting into PC gaming as well. So I bought a Gigabyte RTX 2060, an overclock version, which I paid twice the MSRP price for how much it was worth, and it was an okay GPU. It was not the best. I mean, the graphics were okay. I was playing in 1080p and getting maybe like 40 frames, sometimes 50 frames a second if I was lucky. The GPU prices have finally started plummeting. AMD and Nvidia are trying to push out as much stock as they can. COVID is less relevant. People are going back to work. Also, Intel's making its own GPU, which is quite interesting. So, there's some competition there for Nvidia and AMD to reduce their prices. In this video, I want to unbox the graphics card, which I've been waiting for so long. I want to talk about the specifications, what I'll be specifically using it for also, and I just want to install it in my PC. So let's do it. Okay, there you have it. They've kind of put the sticker on top of it, and I tried my best to rip it out. I hate when companies do that. They couldn't have put it in the bottom, but it looks a bit messy from the front, but that is the front cover, the RTX Asus Dual OC graphic card, 3070 series. Excited, you got the Nvidia logo there, you got the nice little specs there, the main specs. OC means overclock, so basically what that means is that they give it to you in the factory settings, and through the BIOS, through actually downloading a program on the PC, I can tweak this a bit and actually enhance the performance a little bit more as compared to the factory settings. From the back, you have the specs about how it's actually made, the back plate there for protection as well, the dual fans, and this tech fan design is really cool. It's got just 2, some GPUs have 3, but because my case isn't as big as some other cases, I can't really afford to get a big GPU with 3 fans because it just won't fit in, and I really don't want to get a new case and take everything out and all that. So anyway, just don't want to break it. That's in so tight. Okay, there we go. Damn, that's the main thing. I like that box way better than how it previously looked. 3, 2, 1, and oh, damn, son. Damn. Damn. That looks awesome. Just feels like I'm opening a briefcase of something so important, but it is important. So let's just take it out from there. They're so meticulous with how they pack things as well. Trying to damage. There's a few things in the bottom. What is that? Oh, that looks like a nice business card. Oh, okay. Oh, so it tells me the overclocking aspect of it as well, and the heat dissipation. A bit more information in there. 3-star rating, so it's not bad for heating and overclocking as well. There's a manual down there. And yeah. There's a thank you letter from Asus. See, let me just actually zoom in. Those are the 2 fans, the dual Asus fans that are supposed to be really quiet as well, based on what I've heard about reviews. So let's just zoom out a little bit, and cool. Want to take this out for a second, and there we go. That's the GPU. So it's quite heavy, heavier than I thought it would be. And there you go, that's the back plate that they say for really good protection. The GeForce RTX symbol, that is the USB, I guess, chip, whatever you want to call it, and that goes inside the PC this way. Actually, it should go this way. That's it, like that. This looks beautiful as well. I think this is the part that has RGB in it, I'm assuming. See, it's very subtle, and the GeForce RTX symbol there. So it's quite subtle. I didn't like anything too flashy. You got the 2 PCI, you got the 2 ports, that's where the cord will go from the inside of the GPU, the HDMI cables, and there is also a performance and a quiet mode. I don't know where it is. There it is, right there. So I haven't looked into this too much, but apparently, you know, there's like performance mode if you want to get the most out of the GPU, and then the quiet mode also if the GPU is making too much noise. So I wonder how I can change this. Do I change it through here? But then how would I change it manually every time? And see, I can't flick it. I don't know. You've got the nice little fans down there. They're quite sharp as well. So, you know, they're gonna be cutting through the air quite well. And that's my new GPU that I've been waiting for so long. Putting it in now, so let's go. Alrighty, I think what I'm gonna do is move this chair on the side, and if you can see my face, see how this goes if I take this out. Just gonna leave my PC on, try not to electrocute myself. Alright, I'm gonna turn this PC off. I've set the camera setting in such a way that my face will kind of be blurred out, and this bad boy is focused because the GPU is more important than my face right now. I just changed the angles because I wanted you guys to have a better perspective, and I placed my camera down there, and I guess this shows the proper placement of the case and the GPU inside it. I'm gonna unscrew this, I'm gonna put that back in. I've sold this GPU luckily to on Marketplace to a customer who was looking for an RTX 2060 overclock version. So, you know, it's not a complete waste of money. I made some money back, and half of it, whatever, I made it back, and then I spent it on a new GPU. So just like I said, if you don't really need a GPU, and if you're upgrading, why not just sell it? You know, unscrew this main thing that's actually holding the GPU in place. Going in. Backside as well. Alright, quickly. Let's put that slowly. That's a satisfying feeling as usual. And put that on, see how that goes. Nice, perfect. That looks nice. I am excited for that. I don't know if you can tell, but as soon as everything's installed and everything's ready to go, the quality of the actual monitor now is atrocious. It's like 240p. It's really bad. This is obviously due to me taking out an old GPU and installing a new one. So I just have to go in the BIOS and the settings and I guess adjust it again. Now, when you're going from NVIDIA to NVIDIA, when you're switching cards, you don't need to update something we call drivers. Drivers are there to, you know, just like imagine your phone. There's always iOS updates for Apple. So look at that, like it's just this big writing, like the scaling is super weird. But if I go in, type my code, but if I go in and I type my code, go in, look at that, that's so out of the place, like it just looks horrible. I've zoomed in a little bit so you can probably see the scaling issue. It's just, I don't even know what this is. This is such bad quality. But all my apps are zoomed in, it's super pixelated. So the first thing we've got to do, we've installed a new GPU. I don't have to upload any new drivers because remember, I'm going from NVIDIA to NVIDIA. Let's change that. Okay, and I've finally got my native resolution, which is 3440 times 1440. I've gotten the NVIDIA control panel and I fixed it. And you can see now my screen is back to how it was before when I had the 2060. Now I'm just gonna go through a few more settings with the NVIDIA control panel. Nothing I'll probably talk about because it just goes too techie. And yeah, it's just gonna bore people regardless. Okay, so it turns out I did have an update that I didn't, I guess, update in my other RTX 2060, and now that I have my new RTX 3070, I think they might have different updates compared to the RTX 2060, the old GPU that I had. So everything's updating now. You can see the GPU hard at work, but it's actually not too loud. I mean, it's doing a lot of updating and downloading, and it's a bit loud, but not as loud as I thought it'd be. And that's it, I guess. So I'm ready to play whenever I can. I'm really excited. I'm finally happy that I got this GPU. It took like 1.5 years to finally get something. So if you liked this video, thank you so much for watching. I'm just gonna use the GPU to excel in my editing and just reward myself in the entertainment world. Like I said, playing video games. I cannot wait to see how Red Dead Redemption 2 looks like with the 3070 and just explore the world of open world games. Thank you.